In today's video, we'll be taking a look at a top predator found inside the belly of a shark and an unexpected land animal. But first, let's take a tour inside this animal's stomach, literally. Number 10. Camera. Have you ever wondered what it's like to be eaten by a shark? A shark gobbled up a cinematographer's underwater action camera, and the 360-degree camera captured a fascinating look inside the creature's mouth. Zimi Dakid, a filmmaker, ocean lover, and conservationist, was filming a documentary in the ocean when one of the sharks circling him decided to swim over and try out the camera equipment. Zimi Dakid was on an expedition with Deep Sea Guardians, an environmental conservation organization centered on creators who use their skills to create compelling images well below the water's surface. The camera went pretty deep into the shark's mouth as it chomped down multiple times, and the resulting footage shows the shark's razor-sharp teeth, gills on the inner walls, and the closed throat. The inner areas of the shark's mouth appear to be very smooth and clean once you get past the line of scary-looking teeth. When the shark realized that the camera was not fit for consumption, it spit it out and swam away. Number 9. Tattooed arm. Despite the fact that there have been numerous instances of sharks biting people and scavenging their remains, April 1935 is arguably the most notorious. Within a week of being transferred to Coogee Aquarium, a tiger shark captured off the coast of Australia became ill. To the surprise of the small crowd of aquarium visitors, the shark later disgorged the left forearm of a male human, complete with a distinctive tattoo. Fingerprint analysis and positive tattoo identification by his wife and brother identified the severed arm as that of Jim Smith, a small-time criminal who had been missing for several weeks. A closer look at the limb revealed that the shark had not torn it from the victim's body, but rather it had been cut off with a knife. This prompted a murder investigation. Patrick Brady, a convicted forger, was eventually arrested and charged with Smith's murder. Brady's lawyer, however, argued that there was insufficient evidence to convict him because the arm did not constitute a body and Jim Smith could still be alive without his arm. Number 8. Cows. Sharks appear to enjoy the occasional beef dinner, with cows and other cattle appearing on the menu. A nearly 5-meter tiger shark devouring a floating cow in the middle of the Indian Ocean was captured on video. Onlookers sailing off the French island of Mayotte captured the footage after noticing thrashing in the water. It's unknown how the horned zebu cow ended up in the water, but it is believed that it was on a makeshift vessel 500 meters from shore when it fell off. The brave cameraman lowered his camera underwater to capture the moment the 16-foot-long shark devoured the 200-pound cattle. When the camera moves in after the predator has moved away, it is clear how much the shark has shredded off the cow. Number 7. Birds. The tiger shark's preference for seabirds is well documented. However, land birds and songbirds such as yellow-billed cuckoos, mourning doves, wood thrushes, and Bahama yellowthroats have been discovered in shark stomachs. Researchers then decided to dissect the stomachs of 50 tiger sharks for over 2 years, discovering bird remains such as feathers, beaks, and bird feet in roughly half of the sharks. The remains of meadowlarks, tanagers, and woodpeckers were identified after more thorough investigation revealed that some of the bird parts did indeed belong to land birds, as they had initially suspected. So, how did land birds come to be a meal for tiger sharks? According to one theory, offshore oil rigs in the Gulf of Mexico are to blame. Hundreds of migrating birds are killed each year when they collide with oil rigs. According to research, oil rig lights cause the birds to become disorientated, causing them to crash into the lights or become exhausted and fall into the water. As a result, predators such as tiger sharks find the birds easy prey. Some scientists believe that sharks learn to feed where there are birds available, which explains why so many sharks in the area have the remains of land birds in their stomachs. However, the oil rig theory does not explain one peculiar land bird eating incident. The stomach contents of a tiger shark were discovered to contain the remains of several chickens, as well as their chicken coop. It would be understandable that a shark would have to go through a whole coop to eat their prey, but eating the coop itself? That is sure to raise some questions. Number 6. Polar bears. Already threatened by thawing ice around the North Pole, the polar bear's position as the top Arctic predator may be challenged by a shark. Scientists studying how far sharks hunt seals in the Arctic were astounded to discover a piece of young polar bear's jaw in the stomach of a Greenland shark, a species that prefers polar waters. An examination of the shark's stomach contents revealed the absence of organisms that normally colonize decaying meat. According to the scientists, the Greenland shark attacked and killed the young polar bear. Shark experts, on the other hand, thought the shark was more likely to have eaten the bear's dead carcass. Scientists had never heard of a shark eating a bear before, and whether Greenland sharks attack live bears was a $1 million question for them. Number 5. Crocodiles. Tiger sharks have voracious appetites and aren't afraid to go big in terms of portion size. It's not surprising then that they enjoy the occasional saltwater crocodile. When a massive crocodile head washed up on a beach in St. Lucia, South Africa in 2013, locals suspected it was the result of a shark attack. People speculated on how the crocodile died as photos quickly circulated on the internet. The cleanly severed crocodile head and tooth marks bolstered locals' claims that the croc was killed by a great white shark. Large saltwater crocodiles, on the other hand, are much more likely to overpower sharks in a battle of the top predators, especially in shallower waters. A boatload of tourists in the Northern Territory spotted Brutus the monster crocodile, a resident of the Adelaide River, crunching a bull shark in its jaws in August 2014. After a brief battle, Brutus, estimated to be 5.5 meters or 18 feet long and over 80 years old, defeated the shark and slid beneath the water's surface with it. Number 4. Dolphins. It is known that larger sharks, including tiger sharks, bull sharks, and great whites, prey on smaller species of dolphins. Some of these attacks have even been documented on camera. Studies on the eating habits and behavior of tiger sharks have discovered dolphin remains in their stomach contents. Sharks are so skilled that they could easily spot sick or young dolphins as well as weak ones in a group. Many sharks attack in groups, but they can also be solitary predators. Dolphins, on the other hand, are not helpless victims. Sharks are considered one of their natural enemies. Dolphins have been known to surround weak or injured dolphins in their pod if sharks enter their territory. The dolphins then attack the sharks by ramming them in the gills with their snouts, either killing or seriously injuring them. And with that, it's now time for today's best pick. We'll be seeing another land animal that has fallen prey to this apex predator. Find out more about this unfortunate animal next. Number 3. Horsehead. It's difficult to explain how a horse's head ended up in the stomach of a shark. If you tell this story to a stranger, they will wonder how the horse got into the ocean. Was it under the impression that it could enter the shark's territory and escape? The entire head of the animal was seen in the belly of the 11-foot-long tiger shark. The horse was believed to be cooling off at the beach in Australia when the shark attacked and bit off its head. Another incident captured the moment a shark getting excited to devour the carcass of a sinking horse. This happened a day after the devastating Hurricane Dorian hit North Carolina. Wild horses on the North Carolina coast have survived numerous mild and deadly storms. One of the disaster's victims was entangled in the debris, but something seemed off when the scientists looked closely. A 12-foot tiger shark was headed for its next meal, and anyone who dared get in its way had better bring a replacement. It would stop at nothing to get it. Number 2. Othello shark. It's literally a shark-eat-shark world. People are constantly in awe of one of the ocean's top predators because it's okay for it to consume a portion of their own species or a different species of shark. Shark scientists can begrudgingly explain how a larger shark ate a smaller shark from their line, and the average person has captured this predation on video numerous times using their smartphone. So it's a fact that sharks are cannibals. It's even part of the tiger shark's normal diet. In fact, even before they're born, sharks already go through a tough life and eat each other trying to survive. They are not safe even in the womb from their own flesh and blood, they're siblings. In 2016, there was a dramatic incident where a 2.2-meter tiger shark was seen devouring a banded hound shark at the Coex Aquarium in Seoul, South Korea. Only the tip of the smaller shark's tail can be seen sticking out of the tiger shark's jaws, which suggests that the smaller shark was swallowed whole. A number of stunned aquarium visitors witnessed the incident. Number 1. A whole teacher. Since 1580, there have been 2,866 confirmed unprovoked shark attacks worldwide, according to the International Shark Attack Files, the longest-running database on shark attacks. Western Australia is known for having the world's deadliest waters, with the highest number of fatal shark attacks. Shark attacks on humans are still relatively rare, with only 98 confirmed reports of unprovoked attacks in 2015. In February 2014, one of the most terrifying man-eating shark stories occurred off the coast of South Australia. While fishing with friends, a teacher was swallowed alive by a great white shark. Sam Kellett, 28, had planned to dive at a different location 100 kilometers away from Goldsmith Beach, west of Adelaide. When the shark attacked, he was freediving with friends and fellow spear fishermen. Mr. Kellett's body was not recovered by police divers. They did discover 2 lead weights and Mr. Kellett's spear gun, both of which had discernible serrated incisions consistent with white shark teeth impressions. See you guys next time.